I just left the night A shelter where I stayed last night. Had a really nice night and it didn't rain, even though I got wet on the way down there and going over those ledges and the rocks. I got there and the rain had stopped, and so I was able to set my tent and I slept pretty well and just had a nice night. And there was actually a group there of middle school girls with their camp leader. It's actually an outdoor camp, which I think is pretty awesome. They were learning which bugs you can eat and which you can't, and how to hang a bear bag and all kinds of survival skills. So that was really awesome to see. And so really just a nice night, fun people. A few other thru-hikers were there as well, and Mudbug finally rolled in. She had a rough day. She got there, I think it was, gosh, close to 8 o'clock. It was late. But anyway, nice day. And today we are closing in on 4 Pines in Catawba. And the plan that I had was to go 10 today and 6.7 tomorrow. But we might go as far as the Lost Spectacles Gap tonight and camp, depending on how we feel. So I'm going to do kind of a check at 10 miles because there's a Pickle Branch shelter there. It's like 0.3 off the trail, so I'm not going to go to the shelter unless I'm deciding to stop for the night, which, because I got out of camp a little earlier today, 8:40. Might be kind of early in the afternoon, might be too early to stop, but I'm just going to see how I feel and make the call at that point. But along the way, if we do continue on, there is Dragon's Tooth, which I've heard is really nice, and more ledges like yesterday, which were challenging. So we'll see. But I did get a weather forecast from a couple different sources, and it's supposed to be nice for the next few days. So I have my t-shirt strapped to the back of my pack, hoping it will dry out, and it's got some socks and things like that on the outside of my pack that if I find a nice sunny spot for a break, I may just kind of lay them out and try to get stuff dried, because it kind of stinks to have, it literally stinks to have your socks be wet and nasty, and yeah, that's not fun. So I had one pair of dry liners, it's liner socks that I put on this morning, but of course my shoes are wet and my wool socks are still damp, so my feet aren't going to be dry for very long, but they are doing better, and the hot spots I had from hiking in all the rain with soaking wet feet are healing up a little bit. And I do have a very raw spot, actually 2 raw spots on my shoulders here that I've got some lamb's wool over, and hopefully that will take care of that, because it's not nice to be raw under your pack straps, but that's part of the trail. So anyway, I have a good plan for today. I'm feeling pretty good, and we'll just see how things go. So I forgot to mention 2 blessings from that outdoor camp. The leader was really sweet, and when I got in, I asked how far water was, and she's like, "Oh, I've got water." She literally gave me 2 liters of water, so I had everything I needed and didn't have to go down and get water last night. And then this morning, as I was having breakfast, she says, "You know, if you've got trash, I'd be happy to take it out for you." And what thru-hiker's going to say no to that? So she took out my trash, which lightened my pack just a little bit and took out some of the stink, so that was awesome. And yeah, I just love it when people are kind and thoughtful and do things like that, so thank you. For once in my life, I'm hiking faster than planned. So I just got to this campsite at 2.5 in less than an hour and a half. So about an hour and 15 minutes. So that's pretty awesome. Actually, now that I do the mouth again, it sounds like it's right on pace. But anyway, I'm happy. And there's a couple up the trail a little ways with 3 dogs, and letting the dogs run loose. And I was thinking that's good. They probably scared away any bears. And then one went tearing by me up the hill there, chasing a deer, which is unfortunate. And it looked like there was another deer way up there on the crest of the hill, but the dog was going crazy chasing the deer, which I hate for the deer. But a good thing for me, I guess, is that the bears, I'm sure, will have heard it and have gone on their way, at least for a little while. So I'm going to eat second breakfast and then keep hiking. This is a sight for sore eyes in the middle of the woods. I actually just finished a long climb. I think it was about 2 miles. And man, did it take a lot out of me. So I'm going to sit on that bench for a little bit and then relax. And when I get up, I am going that way, up towards the Audrey Murphy Memorial. So this is what a tired hiker looks like. Oh man, I'm beat. It was 2.2 miles and 1,500 feet in elevation, and the trail was actually really nice, but hard. Just anytime you're going up that much, even if you've got nice pine covered trails, it can be painful. And I am starving today. I don't know why I feel undernourished, but I stopped and ate almost all my snacks and was trying to decide if I wanted to dig some more out of my pack right now. But that Audie Murphy, and I think I mispronounced it before and said Audrey, but it's Audie Murphy Memorial, is 0.7 from here. So I think I'm just gonna rest for a minute and then hike up there and take a break, take a lunch. I'll be about either halfway or a third of the way through my hike, depending on how far I decide to go today. But still making decent pace, because certainly I'm going to be slower on the uphills. But wow, yeah, I need to get some food in me soon. I'm sitting here on this bench, and it is really a beautiful place to take a little break. I'm just so enjoying the breeze and the trees. I could probably fall asleep here, but I'm not. I'm gonna keep hiking. All right, I've just come up the short side trail to the Audie Murphy Monument Memorial. There's a lot of mementos left here. For those of you who don't recognize his name, he was the most decorated veteran of World War II. And unfortunately, he died in a plane crash not far from here, so that's why the monument is here. But very well known during his lifetime. Appeared in many movies, I believe, in addition to his heroic acts during the war. I'm coming down from the top of Bushy Mountain and heading down towards, I believe it's Pirkle Gap, something like that, shelter. But I'm just really enjoying this view as I go down. Just came out of the woods and saw all these trees on the hillside. Mudbug and I camped at the Pickle Branch shelter, actually on the trail, because it's about a half-mile side trail, and I just came up from there maybe about a quarter mile back. We actually had a really nice night. There was nobody at the shelter. Went down to the stream to get water and was able to wash up and that sort of thing. And today I've only got 6.7 to get into Catawba and the Four Pines shelter, which will be nice. I mean, Four Pines hostel, which will be nice. I'm feeling pretty good. Was pretty down yesterday, had a rough day and had to stop early, but I'm feeling better today and have a lot on my mind, which I'll share with you soon, but there's lots of things to think about right now. And I think that kind of the mental aspect as well as the physical aspect were getting to me yesterday, but I'm ready to go today, so hopefully it'll be a good day and I will get into town before lunchtime. I left camp about 7:45 this morning, which is pretty early for me. At least lately. Used to be better about getting out early, but I haven't been. But look at this little walk through the woods with the sun coming through the trees. This is a good reason to get up early in the morning. It's so pretty. I've been climbing up a pretty steep hill, which thankfully has some switchbacks. It's a good morning hill. But I just noticed this wall along here. Stone wall. It's pretty cool. And it kind of reminds me of walls that I saw in the Lake District when I was in the UK. It's really pretty, and given the grade here, I'm sure it was not easy to build. Now that I'm at the top of the hill, actually I got up it a little while ago, but I'm walking along a ridge and you can see down through there, views on one side, and then if you look around to the other side, views down the valley over there. Not great views from this particular spot, but there are places that they call ledges where you can call out, step out, climb out, whatever you're inclined to do, and get a really good view. But this spot has a lot of big boulder rocks. There's also a lot of smaller rocks, scramble rocks, that sort of thing. And as I said a few days ago, I'm trying to treat those as a challenge and learn how to get over them more efficiently rather than cursing them, because cursing them's not going to make them go away for sure. I almost forgot I was going to hit this milestone today. Actually, there were some folks that passed me and they were hooting and hollering, and I thought maybe they saw a bear, but no, it's 700 miles. Almost a third of the way down the trail. This is a view of the valley from what Guthook calls the ledges, or just ledges, generic ledges. It's a beautiful view. Such a clear day, you can really see way down the valley, all the way down that way where there's homes, and I think that might be interstate down there. What a gorgeous view. Dragon tooth. Mudbug caught up with me right before I got here, and we dropped our packs and just came down the side trail, point 1, and we're gonna climb some. And she says hi! It is taking us forever to get down from Dragon's Tooth. There was an insane amount of rocks to climb. Sheer sideways rocks. You had to slide down on your butt a lot, and then we thought we were getting down to the better part of the trail, and here we are on this, I don't know what to call it, cliff walk. We're scrambling over rocks, and the trail goes down steep on either side. And what we thought would be an hour hike is probably going to take us 2.5.